Go.
So hello, my name is Christian. I come from Milan, from Italy, and I am 32 years old. So basically, I come from Milan, which is a business city in Italy, and I was working as a location manager for movies and commercial productions. So I decided that life I thought I worked in the business for a long time. So I had a good house, I had a good job, I made my parents happy, my friends. I look cool in my friends' eyes, you know. But I'm giving my chance with a big travel. I'm giving myself a chance with a big travel to try to do what I really love, to try to find out what I really love. So I gave myself the chance to come to Southeast Asia, to different countries, to know some cultures, to practice especially some activities I always would like to do. And you know, some of them are silly, some of them are fighty, some of them are spiritual, some of them are just playful, some of them I was just curious to try. So that's basically what I'm doing, and even maybe finding a place where to live or just find out what I really like, what I don't. But I think without the practice and the experience, you really can't understand what you like and what you don't.
So you gave up your job and sold your house.
Oh yeah, I gave up my job. Well, I'm a freelancer. I said, see you later, but I never told how later. And maybe I will never be back to that job. Actually, I sold my house, which was, you know, to don't have any bond with so-called home, but which is not a place I have chosen. So yeah, I think basically the travel is about being able to make my own choices, and I'm not able to do that if I don't have a bigger knowledge. So yes.
Where are you, so you're from Milan, Italy. What do you like about Milan?
About Milan, I like that it's in Italy, one of the most beautiful countries in the world. I like, it's obvious, but the food is something I'm missing because it's very good, very good. Not the healthier, not at all, but it's so damn good. So I really miss that. I'm like feeling emotions in my mouth right now. And I like about Milan, which is a melting pot. So people are, I can say, more open-minded, more advanced, and you can find any kind of music, you can find any kind of art, you can do everything. So yes, yeah, all the arts, things that I love.
A question that I ask everybody: if um, money didn't matter, if you were the richest man in the world right now, what would you do with your life? What would be a passion that you'd pursue?
I think for sure, if money didn't matter, I would do. I would be feed from someone. I would be massaged from someone, and I would just produce my own theater shows and singing performance and choir singing performance. That's mostly what I love, and actually, what I found in places like Ubud, like Kopangan, a lot of workshops about love, about getting in touch with other people, accepting other people, which are the same values I find in improv theater, which is what I do.
So that's the other question.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how you got into improv, because that seems to be a passion of yours right now.
Yeah, totally. Besides my job, I always loved theater, and because my job was a freelancer job, I couldn't be present every rehearsal. So I knew about improv, and I said, "Oh, this is a theater. You can go, you cannot go. It's just the same because you don't have your role. You can be anything, anytime, anywhere, anywhere in the past, in the future. You can be a light bulb. You can be anything." So I started loving it, and I love the practice, the kind of listening, focusing, meditation behind that, accepting the other's idea, forgetting very quickly your idea to play with your friend's idea, your mate's idea. So I think this kind of theater can teach many things in many environment, corporate job, young kids, and blah blah blah.
Traveling. So you did talk a little bit about the traveling you're doing, but why do you think it's such an important thing to do? Like you took a 6 month, you're at the end of a 6 month travel journey. You're going to continue it, but
Yeah.
explain what you've gotten out of traveling, how it's fulfilled you.
Yeah, the point is I just know a lot more. I know how life is lived around here. I know if I love the seaside, I know if I love the city, I know the similarities between my country and these countries because before you come here, you just think about things you don't know. So you think maybe it could be totally different, but maybe you come here and you see something you don't like. And I think that's the important thing. I met many things I didn't like. So this helped me to take out what I really like. Because I'm not running away from Milan or from Italy. I'm just going away to see what's around the world and then make my own choice. And basically then I learned a lot of activities because everywhere I was going, I was learning something typical from the place. Like from cooking sushi in Japan to Muay Thai in Thailand to do some Zen meditation in Vietnam, surfing somewhere and so on.
One last question, career-wise. So now you do have to work for a living. What would be your dream job? Passionate thing, no limits to what your abilities could be. What would you like to have as a job?
If I really should choose a dream job going back in the past, I would be a fucking football player. Of course, because you are 20 years old, I'm not talking wise. I'm just talking, if you are a football player, you just become rich at 20 and you're not struggling, I think, maybe I'm wrong, but you're not struggling you're not learning interesting things, you're just, I think, enjoying. And usually I go to do sports, but then you do sports while working. So I think it's just great. It's just great. And maybe if you remain smart enough, you have a lot of money to invest and to do whatever you like after your 30s. So basically I'm 32, so now I would be almost in the end of my career as a soccer player. So it would be great. I would be fucking millionaire. I would be buying a couple of houses in Ubud right now.
So we're in Bali, Indonesia. What have you liked about? Last question, actually. What have you loved about where we're at right now in Bali?
About Bali, I love that, Ubud is the place where I can find this kind of loving interaction, lots of activities, through speaking, people want really to connect. Maybe a lot of people who suffered comes here to find themselves, and that makes it easier to be lovable with each other. And in the same island, you can hike beautiful mountains, volcano. You can come here surfing. The food is amazing, and the Hindu people is very nice. So the place is cheap. This is a very important thing.
I actually do have another question. So, what things in life matter most to you? You touched on like the spiritual aspect of things, like liking the things you like about here. But what at your core, what's really important to you in life?
In life.
You were touching in about like this,
Yeah.
Buddhism in the past, but
Yeah.
like
I think could sound like you already heard about, but I think in the end we just want some kind of family, some kind of love, some kind of strong relationship, some kind of friend you can trust. Can be a girlfriend for sure, but even a few person, a kind of a family. I think that's in the end, after all this kicking, punching, surfing, meditating and shit, we just need to feel part of some kind of family.
excellent. Thanks, brother.
You're welcome.